Okay, so I actually found a very beautiful concept. Okay, one is regarding um, light and guide. Okay, so light is, let's say, when you're driving, you're in a car and you're driving, right? I'm not talking about the light which come on the road, on the crossing signal. I'm also not talking about the light which is inside the car, all right? I'm also not talking about the light which we have it on our phone, we on it when it's dark. Um, so we have covered the light part. Okay, now we're gonna go to the guide part. Okay, guide is somebody you know, who will just help you, right? When you are driving, it will tell you which direction, like let's say you're lost or you're confused, the guide will actually help you to help you to move straight or left and right. There's a guide, we all have that guide inside us, um, which is definitely always teaching us, that which direction we need to go and how to get there. So light and guide, uh, and in same manner, why it is so important for us to look for guide but not light, right? Light is, of course light is important. You're crossing road, and if there's not light on the road, it's darkness, and if there's no light in the darkness, and how will you drive? You can never drive in darkness, don't say, oh no, I have my phone, I can on the light in my phone and I can just keep driving, no. I'm just talking about something really serious. um so yeah, like, so you're driving, actually there's no light, all right, you're just driving. How can you drive when there is darkness? But even in that darkness, if you have a guide with you, even if you have that guidance, you will still find some guidance or guide or some wisdom or knowledge. Even in that darkness, something will pop up, something will happen, you know I'm not saying that go and experience this, that actually get a car and then go to that dark side and then now look, all right, let me experiment this. No, I'm not saying to experiment this, but I'm just saying, of course we won't do that, right? But um I'm just saying that even in that darkness, instead of the light, the guidance will be helping you. That guide will be there to protect you and guide you. So that's why guidance and guide is so important in our life, but not light. Although light also plays an important role, but then you always have to choose. You always have to pick: is it light or is it guide? So in our daily life, things are happening, and you always have to know, is this my light or is it my guide? So don't choose the light, choose the guide, because guide will protect you even in the darkness. But where in darkness, the light, even if you have light in the darkness, but if you don't have the guidance or the guide, how can you move forward? So that's why. So why I'm talking about guide and light? Why? It's because most of the time we are keep running after the light. We are running after that small dim, which is, let's say that dim is in our life. Let's say some things is not really working in our life so properly. But we are just keep looking for some light, there's dimness, but we want some spark, some bright, some light, right? Let's say I just off my lamp here, so of course we can see me but not clearly, right? So I'm on this light now, it's much brighter. So even for me as a person, I also need the lamp, I also need the light. But again, I need to know the wisdom. I need to know that guidance inside me, that when do I need this light and when I don't need this light. I cannot just on this lamp and light for 24 hours and then really and then pay extra bills on this. But I need to know what's the timing. So same with life, same with our daily life, that if something is dim, we should have that guidance or that guide to just level us up, not just sit under the light and then just let our that dim light to just gets just finish it. Just like when you put this candle, I have example. Let's say this is a candle, a very small one, and then we put it in a glass to light it up, and then end of maybe within 2 hours or three, this is gone. Basically the light is gone. But then if you have that guidance with you, that will be with you 24 hour. That will not just dismiss or disappear in 2 hours or 3 hours. It is going to be with you 24 hours. So that's about it. Light and guidance, why we have to follow the guidance but not the light always, although light also plays a very important role. But then choose and pick something which is long lasting, which will be there with you 24 hours.